Welcome to art. So this week what we're going to do is we're going to draw something for Holy Week. Holy Week is a week where we celebrate everything that Jesus did right before he died for our sins and then came back to life on Easter. Today what we're going to draw is a silhouette of 3 crosses. Now silhouette is a really big word. I don't know if you've heard that before, but tell me this. Have you ever been in a dark room where a light far away has been on? And if you put your hand between your eyes and the dark light, when you look at your hand, it's just a dark shape. It's like the outline of a hand. You can't really see all of the details on it. That's what a silhouette is. So we're going to draw 3 crosses on a hill, but instead of drawing all of the wood texture and drawing all the grass on the hill, it's just going to be sort of like a dark outline filled in with black. And behind it is going to be a sunset. Now, there's going to be 3 crosses on this hill. Did you know that when Jesus died on the cross, there were 2 other people who were also on a cross next to him? We're going to draw this drawing to remember Jesus and to remember those 2 as well. So let's start on our project. All right, everybody. So for this project, what you're going to need is just 3 crayons and a piece of paper. Or sorry, 4 crayons. We'll need a black crayon, a yellow crayon, an orange crayon, and a red crayon. Okay, so let's begin. The first thing you want to do is take your black crayon, and we are going to draw a big upside down U, or kind of like a rainbow shape, on the bottom half of our piece of paper. So start over in your bottom left corner, and we're going to make a big rainbow shape that goes up and down to the other corner right over here. Now, did you notice this isn't a very tall hill? It's not a mountain. It's just a short little hill. And if we say that right here is the middle of our paper, do you see how the top of that hill is below that imaginary line? Okay. On top of this hill, we're going to draw one line straight up. Now, this line does not go all the way to the top. It stops pretty short of the line, or of the top right there. Up on this line, we're gonna draw a line going across this way so that it's a cross. Now, this cross is a little skinny, so let's kind of make it a little bit thicker by adding some more lines right next to each of the ones we already drew. Okay, and now some side to side. I think, yeah, that looks good. Okay, now for this one, remember we're doing 3 crosses. So let's do one right here. And let's make those thick as well. Make them nice and dark, okay. And then let's draw one more right here. Okay. That looks pretty good. So now what we need to do is we need to color in this hill, because if we're gonna draw a sunset behind it, and if we've got all the light in the background, then it makes it so that we can't really see the grass and stuff on the hill. So I'm gonna color this really quick. You can pause the video and do it at your own pace though. Here we go. All right, that was a lot of black. Okay, but now we are all done with this black crayon, so let's give it a break. The next color we need is gonna be yellow. Now we're not gonna color anything in quite yet. First we need to draw a line for our sunset in the background. So what I would like you to do is draw a yellow line that starts at the top of the hill and goes side to side. So we're gonna start in the middle and go to the side. Oh, now I don't really want to go over the black of the cross, because if I do that, it'll add black to my yellow, and then that will make everything look kind of dirty. So we'll draw that yellow line and then make it stop right before it hits the cross, and then it'll keep going straight over here. Do you notice how this line is nice and straight? It goes the same direction that the top of the page and the bottom of the page go. All right, let's do that on the other side too. Now remember, we don't want it to go over the cross. We want to hop our crayon right over the cross and bring it to the edge. Wow, okay, pretty good. Let's put away the yellow for a sec. Now what we're gonna do is take our orange and go to the very top of the cross, and I think we're gonna move our crayon, let's say a little bit above the cross, like right there. And let's draw a straight line across the whole paper, starting at that point in the middle. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to color in each of these 3 sections. This one down here is going to be yellow. This one right here is going to be orange. And this one up here is going to be red. And that'll make a really cool effect that will make it look almost like the sun is setting behind it. So let's start with our yellow. Now I'm going to give you a little bit of a trick. If you are coloring really fast in this big area, it could be really easy for you to accidentally bring your yellow right into the black, and then when you bring it back out into the white, that yellow is dirty and messy and has little bits of black crayon in it. Instead, what I like to do is I like to draw a line right outside of the black area in the color that I'm using. Do you see? Let me bring it a little closer. Do you see how the yellow doesn't really touch the black right there? That's okay, because that means that we're not going to get any black in our yellow. So let's do that right here, and let's color in this spot really quickly, and let's color in this spot really quickly. Okay, then we'll draw our other lines right there. Okay, now I think we are ready to color in the yellow area without worrying about getting our yellow in the black. So let's do that now. Okay, now I wanted to show you something. I don't know if you noticed, but did you see how right there and right there I got a little bit of black in my yellow? That's okay, that happens. That just means I was going a little too fast and got all excited. If that happens to you, don't worry about it too much, because you're just trying to do your best. All right, the next color we need is gonna be orange. So this whole next empty section all the way up to our orange line is gonna be orange. Let's use that trick we did with the yellow with these crosses right here. Okay, I think that should be enough outlining. So let's get down to coloring. All right, all done with the orange. I think that looks pretty good. Now, did you guys notice I got some black in there again? That's because when I was doing this section and this section, I was going a little too fast. But remember, it doesn't matter. As long as I tried my best, that's what does matter. Okay, let's finish up this drawing with some red at the very top. Okay, all you need to do is what you've been doing for the rest of these, except this time, we don't need to outline anything. All right, that red one went a lot faster than the yellow or the orange. I think we're all done. But if you're looking at this and you would like to add a little something, then I have an idea for you. But you don't need to do this. So if you would like to, grab your red crayon. Now you know how up here we pressed really hard with it so we could get a lot of good color out of it? For this next part, I want you to push really lightly with it. We're gonna go a little bit into the orange from the red, just kinda like this. So I'll start up here, and I'm going really light, and I'm gonna add some red right here, and then stop. And then I'm gonna go over here, add some red, and fill in the same amount of orange, and then stop. And right here, and then I'll stop. Then I'll go over here. Still remember pushing really lightly. Then I'll stop. Then I'll go over here. And that looks good. And let's do one last one right over here. Now, do you see how it looks like the red is really fading into that orange color? That's what we like to see. Let's do a little bit with the yellow. Or I suppose with the orange. We're gonna take some orange and go down into the yellow. Now, here's a warning. We gotta be really light with this orange because yellow is so bright and white that other colors can kind of take over really quickly if we're not careful. So let's go carefully down here. Okay, that looks pretty good. Let's go over here now, lightly. Okay, let's get this pretty light, but still keep that yellow. Let's add a little more here, and then a little more here, and I think that looks good. Maybe a little more over here. No, I think that looks good. Okay, so now I think we're all done. Great job. This was kind of, this took a lot of crayon work. You really had to show off your coloring skills. Hopefully, as you colored, you made sure to be nice and neat and even, and you didn't scribble too much, and you really used your good coloring skills. Okay, we're all done, so let's turn it over. And if you are going to turn this in to school, then I'd really love for you to write your name on it. So I'm gonna write my name right here. Mr. Simek. And I need to do my grade, and my grade is 17th grade, and my class number is number 1. Now, if you are not gonna turn this into school, and instead you just wanna send me a picture, that's fine too. You don't need to write your name on the back. Okay, thanks so much for joining me today, everyone. Have a good Holy Week, and I'll talk to you next week. Bye.